It's been a little bit, not like a long time, but a little bit since we've listened to XTC, and I feel like hopping around a little bit. So this is a track that a lot of you had suggested off of their album Black Sea, their fourth studio album released in 1980. We're going to listen to the track Generals and Majors. Like I said, quite a few of you had suggested this track. Those of you who have, and I'm sure there's more, but just a couple of you, and by a couple I mean several. Kilk, I don't know how to pronounce her name. No, He Mike, Mario Sandri, Lorelei Morphy, James Dignan Music, Stephen Holberton, Damon Ramirez, Ian Weller, Oren Mendel, Bob Holtzman, I'm trying to do this quick, Golden Boy, Sean, I'm trying to get as many of you in as I can, Moog, Jerry Petrillo, Jerry, or Jim Bricker, and the list goes on. So thank you guys for the suggestion on this track. Yeah, let's just dive straight in. Why not? Here we go, guys. That little whistly synth. I love how this brought it down. Right back into that snappiness, that sweet guitar line just to the side. Generals and majors are, they're never too far away from men who make the plane. Out in a world of their own, they'll never come down until the battle's lost or made. Whoa, generals and majors always seem so unhappy unless they got a war. Majors are like never before. I'm tired of being in the shade. I love that. There's little elements that make it a little militaristic. Generals and majors. Generals and majors everywhere. Calling generals and majors. Hey! World War III is drawing near. World War III. I like how he shouts World War III and then the music like gets excited. Kind of works with the lyrics. Generals and majors are, they're never too far from battlefields and glorious. Out in a world of their own, they'll never come down to once again victorious. Whoa. Whoa. Great guitar playing there too. Nice little fill there. Nice little drum fill there. That's sneaky but sweet. All right, we've talked about it many a time when listening to XTC, but I think that they are one of those few bands that, not literally in a genre of their own, I won't say, they are in a certain realm of their own in which I think they make incredibly intelligent pop music. It's catchy, it's poppy, it's bouncy and fun, has a sweet rhythm to it, but there's some depth to it, especially lyrically. Great musicianship as to be expected, and high quality is, once again, what I expect from this band. And once again, I'm getting it. Great singing, moving rhythms. I like the little bits of infusion of military-like sounds, from the whistling to kind of the march that the rhythm is kind of providing. The backing vocals, especially the chants, that like that, like you feel that. Once again, it works really perfectly with the lyrics and with the message entitled with the song. But I like how they put those elements in there without completely forming and pushing the song into that direction. Like, they could have gone overboard and added a lot more, you know, flugelhorns and trumpets and war drums or whatever. Like, they could have done so much more, but they didn't. There's a certain restraint to what they do. So that way it comes across much more subtly. Really fantastic guitar playing as well from Gregory. Obviously the bass is gonna always stand out to me from Colin. Like, all those little elements in XTC's neatly wrapped package just moves very well. And this song is no different. Like I said, I expect quality, I get quality. Generals and majors, they're never too far from battlefields so glorious. Out in a world of their own, they'll never come down till once again victorious. Like, yeah, the army, you know, they're out in the field doing the actual fighting, but the generals and majors, they're somewhere way back there somewhere. And they'll come down to the battlefield once they're victorious. Otherwise, not really in sight. Well, generals and majors always seem so unhappy lest they got a war. Generals and majors, like never before, are tired of being actionless. Well, their job is war, and if there's no war, well, they're a little bit bored. I do think it's funny in the chorus, calling generals and majors, and if everywhere, your World War III is drawing near. And then when it moves into that little break, the music is so much more excited and like happy, because that lull in the chorus, which like I said is very catchy, it is a lull. Just like a general or major without war to accompany them, to give them that fulfillment. So I like how they're like, okay, World War III is about to happen. They're like, yes, finally some action. It's like, I don't remember his name, but remember in the first episode of Invincible, remember the fish guy before the ending of the first episode, and he's like, finally some action? Like, and that's them, basically. It just goes on from there. There is an article about this track. It says, Molding accordingly wrote the song as a satirical take, did I say that right? Satirical. Take on the phrase, oh, what a lovely war. The song charted on the UK single chart at number 32 and 104 on the US singles chart. It was the first XTC single to chart in the US, also becoming a success in Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. So, awesome track. Let me know what you guys thought of it, of course, in the comments below. If you want, you can follow me in a bunch of different places that are here on the screen. You can support the channel and what I do on Patreon for as little as $2 a month. You don't have to, but obviously it helps me in what I do. And besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed the music. Hope you enjoyed spending some time with me. And I will see you all later. Bye, guys.